What's up, guys? So today we are fixing something I thought was kind of weird that they didn't do from the factory on the Fit. So if you know, this is our 2010 Honda Fit Sport that belongs to my lovely girlfriend. She's running the camera right now. And we have this. So this is a set of LED lights from HIDKitPros.com. We will provide a link up wherever links go. These were, do you remember how much these cost?
Less than 50 bucks, I think.
Less than 50 bucks, but it comes with a nicely labeled for you map light, dome light, trunk light, and license plate lights, along with a nifty little pry tool to get all this done with. Now, like I said, I feel like the Fit is a new enough car that it should have definitely come with LEDs from the factory, and I guess it's not that surprising that it didn't. It was a cheaper car, but it looks a little dated to have a car still with like incandescent like license plate and map lights and all that fun stuff. So we got this little kit, and we are going to show you how to put this kit in your Fit, or subsequently any car. They all kind of work the same. So if this applies to your car too, it applies to your car too. So the kit does come with a nice little card. Pretty important with LEDs, if you don't know, they are polarity based. If you put an LED in and it does not light up, flip it the other direction and it should light up. If it doesn't light up in either direction, you have a bad LED. But yeah, make sure if you put it in one way, it doesn't light up, you turn it around, and that should do that. So we're starting here with our map lights. As you can see, I have one of them already out. It does turn on, but we don't like that nice incandescent color. But we're gonna show you how these guys come out. You can see there's a couple little tabs here. The kit came with a pry tool, but it's not quite small enough for this particular piece. So I'm just using a small flathead. We're just gonna pop it. Hold it. Just get each side. There we go. And there we go. And that'll get both of your map lights out. I set those up there for now. And we'll go ahead and cut into our package for the nicely labeled map lights. Okay. So here we have our two map lights. These are actually different in terms of, like, you can't put them this way, I don't believe, because they won't, you know, you don't want them facing up. So we're gonna go ahead and get our pry tool again. Just kind of reach up here and get our little light out. There we go. One side, and this is what your stock incandescent bulb looks like. Just gonna go ahead and set that right there. And we'll go ahead and get the other one out. Yep. Okay, and one is here, and the other one went somewhere into the abyss. Right there in my shirt. Okay, so for these guys, the polarity should be if it's flipped this way or this way. They are not labeled, and even if they were, you wouldn't necessarily know. So we're just gonna go ahead and try them out. Kind of a tight fit. And just shove it in, and that's definitely very bright. Y'all can be blinded by that for a second. But that is the direction because the light lit up. So we're gonna try to center it as best we can. There we go. And let's go ahead and try the other side. Hopefully we get lucky first try again, huh? And yeah, so that's that. And now we're gonna go ahead and just pop these back into place. And there we go, that's the front lights. All nice and done. Took a couple minutes, not really a big deal. Now we are gonna move back to our dome light, which you can see is right here and on. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off for the moment and move to the back. Okay, so we are back here with the dome light. I'm gonna try their little tool here. It's a bit of a tight fit on this. Yeah, I don't think that's going to provide enough leverage. So I'm gonna gently just pop the screwdriver in there. There we go. And then once we're down, work our way over. And just kind of gently, very gently pry it out. There we go. This might be a little warm because it's been on for a bit, but I'm just gonna, same thing, reach up, grab the bulb out. It is warm, fun fact. Go back to our pack, open up our dome light. The dome light is the same setup as the front two map lights. There we go. And we're gonna pop this right in. And that's on and blinding. Get our cover back. This corner just needs to go up. Just, there we go, perfect. And that is your dome light done. There you go. Nice, very bright. We will get some shots at night for you guys so you kind of see what it looks like instead of just in the very bright sun. And now we're moving back to the trunk. Okay, so we have our trunk light. It sits right up in here, out of here. Now, I know I didn't show you this coming out, but it sits in there in this direction and the plug sits right here. You want to pry from the right side right here, going towards the front of the car, and pull this down so you can slip it out of the hole it's in. You'll see us put it back in here in a second. But once it's out, you're gonna grab your bulb, try to get it to wiggle loose. There we go. Let's go ahead and open up our trunk bulb in here. Now, our trunk bulbs are different. So you can see, different shape, different everything. Now we're gonna try this direction for our first try here. We can get it plugged in. There we go. And to test it, we're just gonna go ahead, plug it back in. If it turns on, which it does, that is the correct direction. So you're gonna put your plug in, I'm gonna feed it up in there, and then just pop it in. So like I said, you're gonna wanna pry from right here in the front and pull it down, and that should get that right out of there, okay? And finally, we have our license plate lights. All right, so you can see our license plate lights are right here. If I remember correctly, so I just did these. You're gonna put your thumb in and pull to the side, and then it should just kind of wiggle into the cap. And then there's a plug right here on the back. You go ahead, unplug it, and there is our light. So now we got to take this guy apart. It should be just these two tabs right here. There we go. And there's our bulb. So let me go ahead and grab our bulbs. And these guys are again different. There we go. These are our license plate lights. Our package is done, so for the moment, let's put that in there. This guy will go in pocket. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and wiggle our guy loose. Plug our LED in. There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and fish our plug out because they do sometimes go back in a little. There we go. We're gonna plug it back in. And I will turn on the lights and we'll see if that turns on. On?
Yes.
Okay, so that one is in the correct direction. So, where did I put the right here? Okay, so we can go ahead and pop this back on. A little light cover, a very dirty light cover. Feed it in. And then just push it back in place. I think that one was actually broken before. Looked like there was some like extra lighting or some tape on it, so we'll see about that. Let's get this guy going now. Put our little cover back on. Yeah, I think the other one is broken. We might have to grab you a new cover. Not really a big deal. Because it should do that.
Yeah, loosey-goosey.
Little loosey-goosey. That one's definitely broken, but not a big deal. We'll go ahead and get a replacement for that later. But we can at least close the trunk, turn the lights on.
Razor blade.
Razor blade, no big deal. But if you look up on in here, you can see both our little LEDs are on. That's gonna do it for putting our LED bulbs in fit. It's a pretty simple little modification. It's definitely something that I think is worthwhile. Like I said, I really think the fit is new enough that it should have come with LEDs from the factory. Our friend Akira has a set in his fit. It looks great. Like I said though, we will get you some shots of this at night so you can see just how bright it is and how good it looks. But that's gonna conclude it. So let us know what you thought about the LED bulbs. If you hate them, if you like them, you know, let me know down in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next one. I really appreciate you guys.